I took a poll amongst one of the fastest growing men's divorce support group on Facebook asking men if they upgraded their style during their divorce. 2/3 of the guys said, yeah, they did. Nearly 80% of them said that they felt better about themselves when dressing up. The problem is that half of the men said that they stopped because they just don't know how to. It's a legacy our fathers never taught us. Think of it this way, and it's this simple. Wherever you go, and I don't care if it's the beach, just dress up one grade level higher than the average guy. It's like Tom Ford said, dressing up is a form of good manners. But it's also a hell of a way to tell others that you're in control. It tells people, hey, I care about what you think of me. And it also tells the world, I'm here to be respected. In fact, of those polled, 63% say that they respond differently to people when they are dressed up. And I'm not talking about suit and tie. I'm talking about just small adjustments in your clothing. As a nearly single guy, superficial or not, it's time. It's time that you begin feeling better about yourself. It's time that you identify as a successful single male, and it's time to get the respect from others, even if it is by dressing up, because often dressing up is showing up. So what are the top apparels that every nearly single guy must own if they want to look hot? Not handsome, but hot. Let's discuss, and let's start revving that engine. Gentlemen, my name's Renee, and I'm the president of Men's Divorce Coaching, Medico. It's my job. It's my passion to help men thrive through a divorce, because just getting through this, it's not good enough. Your new identity, like it or not, is about your independence. You just need to give yourself permission to become and appear single. You no longer need hers, just yours. But it's understandable. I mean, you are conflicted between loyalty to the family and your search for your own identity. But I'd be willing to bet that for many of you, the reason that she asked for the divorce was because, well, she was looking for hers. As you go through your self-discovery, you will have to begin looking single. You will have to look more put together than the average man next to you, say at Target or whatever. I'm gonna be challenging you in this video because its purpose is way more than fashion. It's a lifestyle. You're at a quagmire in life and looking for growth, and that's why at the end of this video, don't just go to the next one. If you're new to this channel, The Renaissance Man, become part of our community of newly single guys by subscribing and by joining our Facebook group, the one I mentioned earlier. Here, we discuss men's issues and how to thrive in a post-divorce world. All you have to do is click on the link right there, and you can click to join our free and confidential group and take an active part in your recovery. Make an appointment also to speak with me. It's free and it's confidential, and you're going to walk out feeling a hell of a lot better than you did walking in. Again, the link is right there, but I'm also putting it in the comment section for your convenience. I've spoken to you earlier about dressing up for the newly single man, and I discussed the need for a sports coat, dark jeans, a button shirt, and a watch, along with polo shirts. This is certainly a continuation of that one, so I'd see that one first. Now, throughout the video, I will be recommending certain products, and many are from Amazon. They're a trusted site, and these are products that I have bought personally. No one has asked me to sponsor them. You can order the outfits on all the links are on the description section underneath. So as discussed, you bought a proper pair of dark slim cut jeans at American Eagle, The Express, and a nice breathable button down from Amazon and a sports coat. Now, something I failed to mention the last time is the fit of both your shirt and the sports coat. Fit is key, gents, and a good tailor can work miracles around any garment with the exception of the shoulders. So take a look at the brief video. Shoulders do not begin where the deltoid ends. Not here. Shoulders, they begin where the deltoid begins, right around here. That's where the scapula ends too. That's where the shirt stitching needs to begin. And just half an inch or less later, it's where your coat shoulder needs to end. That's it, right there. You do that at any level of shirt or coat, and you're gonna look so much more well put together and in the know than the average guy. Not like this yahoo right here. All right, let's get to the chinos. Somewhere in my 30s, what used to be khakis, they suddenly became chinos. The difference is, well, khakis, they came first in the 1840s, and to be more specific, khakis are thicker fabric, they're straight leg, and the bottom of them, they're not pleated, as in they're not cuffed. Chinos, on the other hand, they came about a century later, and yes, they're a knockoff of the khakis. They originated in China. Messed up. They're lightweight, tapered, and typically they don't have cuffs at the bottom, and they're less formal. Now, don't go cheap on them. For instance, here, I bought some from the Gap, and the color bleeds. I wore them once. Then there's the Express. The thing about the Express is that they have the buy one get one for half price, making 2 of them for about $1.25, and they're pretty comfortable. Now you have to get them with a great belt and matching watch. And for this summer wear, why use them with no-show socks and Sperry shoes. All of these I found on Amazon. I'm a size 10.5, order 10.5, and they fit me like a freaking glove. All of the links is under the description section underneath. All right, now that you're single, you gotta buy nay. Invest in some underwear, man. Those Fruit Loom 7 for $23, they suck. My adolescent son doesn't wear them. Instead, try something more risque like these bad boys. Shit, let's get rid of the elephant underwear. But it'd be awesome to try actually when you think about it. Imagine on a first date, it'd be pretty crazy. Start with performance underwear, like these bad boys. These look better. They're 1.5 inch inseam, making them ultra comfortable. Now these ones, the link is also in the description section. They're 3 for $34. By the way, anytime that you hear the word performance when describing garments, it's like a shirt or underwear, know that it doesn't have to mean athleisure. It doesn't have to be athletic. You could still have a more formal wear like this apparel. It's performance has got 30 to 40% give rate, and that's the thing. You could get these ones also at the Express. So shit, I'm pretty much Amazoned out here in the vest, Expressed out here and here. All right, you see, we got fashion watches, performance underwear, Sperry shoes. All the links are in the description section underneath. I try not to make so much about seasonal items during my videos because, well, let's face it, this is not a channel about the latest and greatest on fashion trends, but instead on single men looking for value in what works. So what's next? Invest in a lightweight V-neck sweater like this bad boy. They're extremely versatile to wear. You can wear them with nothing underneath, no matter what your body type. You can wear them with something more preppy like this collared shirt right here. You say nay? How about just putting on a tie? Or you'll notice that I switched jeans for this to make it more formal because sports coat. What do you think? Or just add a sweater and a sports coat. And last resort. All right, maybe I went too far on this. Just having fun. No? Really, no? There's one last thing of advice. Now, when you're wearing a button down, make it look more casual. All you have to do is fold the sleeves. There's different types of fold, but I recommend the master fold. And all you do is you put your thumb and your fingers, and then you do it again. Now you have it folded up. What it does is it accentuates the forearm, and it makes it look like you're not even trying to look good. And there's a word for that. It's called sprezzatura, meaning that things look easy or natural, even when they're not. When I review my clients' dating profile, I make it a point to have them wear at least one long sleeve with the master fold. Fashion, or your presentation of fashion, it's your statement. Tell your story. Tell them who you are. Let the clothing do the speaking for you, because it takes 1/10 of a second to have someone decide if they like you or not. It's a term in psychology called thin slicing, and if you're watching this somewhere in public, I can assure you that you are being thin sliced right now. So earlier in the video, I challenged you to do more than your status quo, to become part of the Renaissance community by subscribing, commenting on how you feel when you dress up, or even when you dress down for that matter, and by joining our Facebook group. Gents, dressing up, it's not a fix-all. Working out is not a fix-all. Meditating, dating, going on vacation, they're not fix-all, but when you combine them and you put them together, it does something to your brain chemistry, to your attitude. Schedule a one-on-one. After you schedule it, it will redirect you to a quick 5 minutes quality of life survey. This survey is key. It gets to the root of the problem, where you're struggling the most. That's where you and I, work together on your problems. And like I said, there's no magic cure, but in medical short tenure, I can change men's quality of life from an initial score of 56 to what is now averaging 82, and that's 2 standard deviation difference. I can say that's a small miracle in such a short time. About a month ago, I got a DM from a guy. He was asking to connect with me on Facebook and he wanted to make an appointment. I, of course, responded immediately with the link, but he never got back. A month goes by saying that he's struggling and that this is the worst pain of his life. I know that pain. I'm familiar with that pain and I fear that pain. So I asked him why he never set anything up. Because he's afraid. We've all been there. Fear can either be tremendously crippling or it could be your biggest motivator. Get up and fix yourself up. You owe it to yourself. Our one-on-ones, they're not about me telling you what to do. They're also definitely not about what she did to you. They're about figuring out the problem and brainstorming the best approach to getting ahead of the problem, to succeed. And that's the worst part of my coaching practice, is watching somebody drowning and not being able to let them know that they could save themselves just by simply standing up alone. So subscribe, and in a few seconds, you're going to see a logo that looks like this, but it's going to be at the bottom left. Click on it, join the group, and make an appointment. Don't underestimate me, and definitely don't sell yourself short. Thank you very much. Jen, seriously, if you're going through a difficult time, through this divorce, don't do this alone. Reach out.